This is my cheap and easy to build early game horde based design. I'm going to show you how to build it first and then go over why it's built the way it is. So you can either use cobblestone blocks like this or shapes and upgrade them. Just doing this for convenience. So I'm going to start with a 3x3 core. It's not necessary for this to be full cobblestone, but it's a good idea because better to have it to at least cobblestone now and upgrade it later. It'd be a lot harder to upgrade if it's surrounded by cobblestone on the outside. So with that, I want to hold R, go into shape menu, select cube half, and then do on face for the first two blocks all the way around, like so. Then we're going to want to go into here and get cube half, and so we want to turn on advanced rotations so you get the right one. It's actually here. Fill in all these corners. And then do this, quickly get back your full block and get a ladder. Any kind of ladder will do. So you can get up here. And then you want to copy shape and rotation for the corners. Well, you want scaffolding ladders, advanced rotations. Put them here. These edges. Back to this. It's not necessary to have the ramps like that in the corners. Just did that for aesthetics. And then all the way around. I forgot to do this. And then you want the scaffolding ladders again. Back to advanced rotations. Want to face that direction on the side. Once we've got these, this here is the roof. Put your door on here. Let's finish this side. And that's the main part done. Now you need the stairs leading up, which is from here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more there, and then you'll want some stairs or ramps back to simple rotations. Your blocks back, build it almost to here. Make it 3 wide. And then for this, ladders, simple rotations, 2 ladders right there, and then here, this ramps to advanced rotations. There. And that's that part done. And now, for this, we need another layer of scaffolding ladders. Plus 2 on the side, like that. And then this covering that, and back to ramps. Facing like that. That is the minimal version of the design. For the very first horde, the outer layers and this ceiling can be wood, but you probably should upgrade this part to cobblestone. So you could get away with like 1,500 cobblestone for this whole thing. Very doable. Still might need to farm a bit, you know, dig some clay, mine some stone, but that's what most people do anyway. Just the amount you do it. Basically what happens is zombies go up here and they go here and try to break through this, and you fight them when they're doing that. The design of it allows them to get up there very easily. Starting with this. This is stairs instead of just ladders because dogs can't climb ladders. So if you had this with just ladders on the front, dogs would come in and start gnawing on the front of your base here since they have no other way. But ladders on the sides help zombies get up because sometimes they get a little stuck and confused. So this allows them to more spaces where they can get up for less blocks than if you made it a full ramp. And as for the entrance, why the ladders like this, it's because zombies can climb up a ladder if it's 1 or 2 blocks off the ground, but not 3. So you can jump up. The reason for scaffolding ladders is that it allows you to attack through and shoot through without cops being able to hit you with their spit. That's not really a concern for the first few hordes, but it will become one. And you see the scaffolding ladders are in the floor as well, so just in case they start hitting your base, you can shoot at them or throw a Molotov. It can be a little tricky because you got to get the right angle, but it's very doable. But you won't really need to be doing that much with this base design, because just so happens, with the way I've built it, that zombies don't really go into rage. They come right up to you. And that's because of these side guards to keep them from falling off. Because as of 2.5, when zombies fall, they go into rage mode for like 10 or so seconds, no matter what. It used to be there was like a height limit to it. Like if they were... It was limited to distance from the player. So that's why all the tightrope bases just got taller. Instead of, actually thinking of something else to do. Just this base does. I've always thought of bases that are low to the ground like this for the reduced resource cost, but now they really shine with the changes in 2.5. The main reason this is double layered is because sometimes zombies can clip through if they're being pushed by other zombies, because they are going to be bunching up here. This allows them to enter this buffer zone in between, so if that does happen, you can just step back and deal with them in there. When you're fighting with melee through this, you kind of got to mind your angle, because you're slightly off. That happens. And you're kind of helping the zombies damage your base. And you definitely do need to keep up on the repair, because they will bash on these blocks, especially the bottom ones. And you see here how you're able to get a good view. That's what that wedge on the outside is for. You can see it lets you see more, because if it was a full block, that would block your vision. And the reason it's like this with half blocks on the outside is also to allow you to see, especially with these. I originally had these as slopes, but it turns out zombies could climb on the slope, try to hit me. So this was a much better design, because this gives you the same protection as a full block, but it allows you to shoot through. It's very important to have this roof here, because that prevents zombies from trying to climb. So they're going to keep their heads on the inside so you can easily target them. Because I originally had this wedge back more, and it allowed them to climb on top of each other, so you only see like half of their body, which you can only hit them in the legs. That's not so good. So the wedge is still here to prevent them from trying to go over, up and over if they're climbing on other zombies' heads to go on the roof of your base. And speaking of the roof, why the final design is double layered is because of vultures. That's the main reason the roof is to protect from them, but also notice how they're in different directions. That decreases the likelihood that they're going to slip through. So it's kind of like this with the double layers, but for vultures. And the other feature that you can add on to this base are these. These are just they're called ramp outside corner full. That's just to get the same shape here while also making it a full block space, because this is where you would put electric fence posts, and you can repair them from inside here. Their purpose is to automatically stun the zombies that get caught in the buffer. I hope they fix the clipping through issue, but I'm probably going to keep this the way this is, because just in case you forget to repair one of the blocks and they get through, you have that buffer zone that allows you to replace the block. Whereas without it, you've got to fend them off manually in order to put the block back and also upgrade it. So it's just good to have in any case, what really is necessary as it is right now. And this being wider like this is for that, so they don't try to leap up onto there. And this is the same shape as down there. Of course, I don't think there has to be these specific shapes. These can just be the same ramp, regular ramp, just going there, you know, because it's just for aesthetics again. But this design was tested twice in this world, and there was very minimal damage. Maybe just like insignificant damage here, much less than other attempts. And I think only one zombie was able to do some attacking, and that was just like a legless Arlene that fell out of here, like a crawler, because that's what sometimes happens. The crawlers, if they get through here and then their legs get knocked out, then they, well, for one thing, they might be able to try to crawl and hit you in the legs, so you gotta make sure you're aware of that. But then if they get hit and then somehow crawl off, then, you know, that's the only thing really to be concerned with. See, this originally didn't have these windows on the side of the door. Now it's getting a lot more zombie rage on the back, because it was zombies spawning back here that couldn't see me, and they were attacking this block, and of course with the new rage mechanics they were ganging up on the block. But after I changed it, they decided to stop doing that. They decided to go where they're supposed to go. So I just happened to solve it that way. And I think this really does help with them being able to see me, and just the base being low to the ground in general. So it's funny, now you want zombies to see you, you don't want them to fall. That's the two main principles behind this base, and it works really well. So I hope that helps you with your Horde Nights. That's all.